not sex. Samson had been in a relationship and got divorced. He had slept with a prostitute, but he never committed to none of those women. But Delilah never slept with the boy. She knew how to talk to the boy. I feel like preaching. Every day she looked at him and said, Sam, what makes you so strong? I see you out there tying up foxes with your bare hands, tying up their tail. I see you out there wrestling with lions, tigers, and bears. Oh no, I see you out there running with the gates of the city. She said, I ain't seen no man strong like you. And he got so comfortable that he laid his head in her lap. Every woman ought to give her man a place to rest. But if he fighting on the job, then got to come home and fight you. I'm sorry. You can't nag the man to death. Come on, he does something right sometime. Compliment him for something. If he walks in the house right, say, boy, you know how to walk in the house. I'm preaching to somebody. Woo, Lord, look how you walked up in this house. Them broad shoulders, you ain't got no money, but boy, you know how to walk in the house. Woo! You got to learn how to call those things that are not as though they were. You got to learn how to turn your faith on and speak on credit what you believe in God to make him into. I wish I had. You got to call him a good man when he's still struggling with his man issues. Can I preach to someone? Baby, I see you trying, so I'm going to encourage you. Keep on praying. Keep on trusting God, because I know what's in you. I'm about out of time. Can I help? Number 3, you might not be marriage material if you're not emotionally stable. Let me just come out. If you crazy. If you can't control your anger up in here fighting, tearing up all the stuff, and keep going to jail, people actually call me, Pastor, will you come down to the jail cell and marry me and Billy? Ain't no way in the world I'm coming down there to marry you and Billy. Number 1, I'm scared of Billy. Can I preach to somebody? Number 2, you ought to be scared of Billy. Billy don't need to get married, he need counseling. And these brothers marrying these women, CSI women, following you around, hiding in the bushes. You can't sit next to nobody. You can't speak next to nobody. You need to get away. Busting out your windows. I heard us a little song out, busting out your windows. Busting out your windows. I heard us a little song out, and you still sitting up there telling me we just in love. The moment you bust out my windows, this ain't working out. I don't know how I'm gonna break up with you, but this thing coming to an end. I done messed up this thing. We married some crazy folk. Women desire security and love. They want to feel secure. But here you are with a brother. Don't ask me where I go. Don't ask me nothing. Come home when I get ready. You need to stay by yourself. You can't be married acting single. I'm going with the boys. The boys ain't married. Women like security. Men desire respect, love, affection. So if it's a woman emotionally unstable saying, I just don't like to be touched, I spend my time praying. I can't meet the needs of no man physically. I'm a prayer warrior. sister prayer warrior might not be ready to get married. Because the Bible says here you got to render due benevolence. You can't be so holy that you can't take care of the physical needs of your spouse. Paul said if you're going to be praying and fasting, let it be for a little season. But you hit somebody and tell them you ain't that holy. Oh, God. Let me finish this. Give me some music, Joe. I'm out of time. I'm out of time, yo. Well, number 4, and I'm through. You might not be marriage material if you ain't willing to submit. Now, y'all told me to keep going. See, I will get ready to stop. You said keep. And that's for the brother and the sister. If a brother is not submitted to an authority figure in his life, many times he will abuse authority. I got to know what it feels like to be talked to even as a man. And if somebody abuses their authority in my life, then once I feel that, I don't want to abuse authority with my wife or nobody else up under me. But somebody who's never submitted to authority, when you give them authority in the home, they don't know how to use it. They abuse it because they never submitted to nobody else, so they don't know what it feels like. So they abuse it with the person submitting to them. Who do you answer to? Who are you submitted to? A brother has to be submitted, somebody speaking in his life, so he doesn't abuse the authority with his wife and his kids. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years. When they talked to me like crazy, it made me know how it feels as a brother if I would talk crazy to my wife or my kids. Now watch this. No woman who won't submit to authority is ready to get married. If the favorite word in your vocabulary is no, no way, I ain't doing it. Talk to the stand on y'all feet. I'm through. I ain't messing with y'all no more. Get a Lord of praise, huh? I got a funeral. Now look up here. Lock them doors 1 minute. Ursula, lock them doors. Tell that brother he can't leave yet. Wait a minute. Can I put a disclaimer on this? Because some folk gonna leave out of here thinking, he said, oh, you got to have the right material. I'm married, and through this teaching, I just learned, ooh, my husband, my wife ain't the right material. Can I take them back to the stove? No. If you married, why y'all say stuck? That ain't a good way to say it. Your commitment has to be, now that I see this in the word, I need to become a better husband. I need to become a better wife. This is stuff I need to work on. I need to work on my submission area. I need to work on me being a better provider as a husband. I need to have a vision for our home.